There comes a moment in life when you look in the mirror and realize you are not in control. Maybe it's the phone that never leaves your hand, the sugar you can't stop eating, the endless scrolling that eats away at your day, or habits you know are draining your energy and stealing your focus. You tell yourself you'll stop tomorrow, but tomorrow becomes another tomorrow. Deep down you wonder, am I the one controlling my life, or is my life controlling me? This question, though painful, is the beginning of freedom. And the truth is, you can break free, but not with motivation alone, not with wishful thinking. Freedom comes through something far greater, warrior discipline. Addiction wears many faces. When people hear the word addiction, they often think of extreme cases, alcohol, drugs, gambling. But addiction doesn't always look like destruction in the streets. Sometimes it looks like the silent glow of a phone screen in the middle of the night. Sometimes it looks like food you don't need but can't resist. Sometimes it's the endless distractions that rob you of your dreams. Addiction is not only about substances. It's about losing control to anything that steals your time, your energy, and your potential. It is slavery in disguise, and it has more chains than we can see. The problem with addiction is that it lies. It tells you it is pleasure, but it only gives you pain. It whispers that you are choosing it, but in truth, it is choosing you. You think you are free when you indulge, but that moment of indulgence is the proof of your captivity. This cycle eats away at your confidence, making you weaker each time you give in. And if you don't break this cycle, it will not only control your habits, it will control your destiny. Your life will no longer be the story you write, but the story your cravings dictate. Now, most people believe the cure to addiction is motivation. They think if they can just get inspired enough, watch the right video, or hear the right speech, they will finally break free. But motivation is a firework. It flashes, it dazzles, but it fades. Motivation cannot fight addiction, because addiction is a daily battle, and fireworks cannot last through the night. What you need is not motivation. What you need is discipline, warrior discipline. The kind of discipline that does not come and go with your feelings, but the kind that stands firm even when your feelings betray you. The kind of discipline that allows you to say, I am stronger than my cravings. This is where the discipline detox begins. Imagine for a moment that for the next 7 days, you declared war on your addictions. Imagine stepping into a training ground, not with weapons of steel, but with weapons of mind and spirit. This is not about punishing yourself. This is not about guilt. This is about reclaiming your freedom through discipline. The discipline detox is not a punishment. It is a liberation. It is 7 days of breaking chains, of reminding your body and your brain who is in charge. It is the system of warriors who once learned to master their desires in order to master their destiny. Before we continue, I have one request. If these videos bring you value, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That small action means the world to me, but more importantly, it helps this message reach more people who need it. I'm truly grateful for your support. Thank you. Now, let's keep going. On day 1, the battle begins with awareness. You cannot fight an enemy you cannot see. Most people live in denial of their addictions, telling themselves, it's not that bad. But a warrior does not hide from the truth. On the first day, you take inventory of your life. You write down what controls you, the snacks, the screens, the substances, the small distractions that eat away at your time. You stare them in the face and call them by name. Because once you name the enemy, you strip away its power of disguise. Awareness is the first weapon of the warrior. Day 2 is about withdrawal, not from life, but from the chains. Here is where the cravings scream the loudest, where your body and mind beg for the familiar comfort of your addiction. But this is also where your strength begins to grow. Just like muscles grow stronger under resistance, your discipline grows stronger under craving. On this day, you do not run from the pain. You welcome it, because pain is proof that the old chains are breaking. Remember, the warrior does not avoid the battlefield. The warrior stands in the fire until the fire becomes fuel. Day 3 is about replacement. Nature hates emptiness, and so does your mind. If you simply remove an addiction without filling the gap, the void will pull you back. This is where the discipline detox transforms from just saying no into saying yes to something greater. You replace the screen with a book, the junk food with water, the endless scrolling with a walk in nature. The warrior does not fight with emptiness. He fights by building strength. You are not just cutting out habits. You are building new ones that will serve your future. Day 4 is about control. By now, the cravings may still come, but you begin to notice something new. They no longer control you. You feel the desire rise, and instead of giving in, you breathe, you watch, you let it pass. This is the moment you realize you are stronger than you thought. Control does not mean you never feel temptation. Control means temptation no longer has the final word. The warrior stands calm even when the battle rages, because the warrior knows he is greater than the fight. Day 5 is about identity. Addiction weakens because it convinces you that you are the kind of person who cannot resist. But here, on the 5th day, you choose a new identity. You declare to yourself, I am disciplined. I am free. I am a warrior of my own life. Identity is the armor of the warrior. Because once you believe you are disciplined, every action that follows becomes easier. You no longer say, I'm trying to quit. You say, I don't do that anymore. The power of identity is that it rewires the mind to match the warrior you have decided to be. Are you feeling stuck, distracted, or burned out? It's time to break free. I highly recommend you read The Art of Being Unstoppable. This book is your ultimate blueprint to sharpen your mind, master your emotions, and take back control of your life. Inside, you'll discover powerful tools for unshakable focus, unstoppable resilience, and a clear sense of purpose. So you can rise above the noise and step fully into your highest potential. Stop merely surviving and start dominating. Become who you were born to be. The link is in the description below if you're ready to check it out. Day 6 is about vision. It is not enough to break free. You must walk towards something greater. You picture the person you are becoming, stronger, sharper, more alive. You see the life that opens up when you are no longer a prisoner to cravings. You feel the energy you gain, the time you reclaim, the focus you sharpen. This vision becomes the compass that guides your discipline, because the warrior does not fight only to survive. He fights to build a kingdom worth living for. Day 7 is victory, not the end of the journey, but the proof that you are capable of freedom. By now you see clearly what was clouded before. You feel stronger, cleaner, sharper. You realize that in just 7 days, your discipline has grown more powerful than your cravings. And once you taste this freedom, you cannot go back to the chains without knowing you are betraying yourself. The victory is not that the cravings vanish forever. The victory is that you have proven to yourself that you are the master, not the slave. The discipline. Detox is the rebirth of your power. Understand this. 7 days is only the beginning. But those 7 days are enough to show you that freedom is not a dream. Discipline is not a punishment. It is the highest form of self-love. Every time you practice discipline, you are saying to yourself, I deserve better than slavery. You are saying, I am a warrior of my own destiny. You are saying, I refuse to live on my knees when I was born to stand. And once you know this truth, you cannot unknow it. Once you taste this strength, you cannot pretend to be weak again. The discipline. Detox is more than a system. It is a path back to yourself. It is 7 days of reclaiming your mind, your body, and your spirit from the forces that have stolen them. It is proof that inside of you there is a warrior waiting to rise. And when you live with warrior discipline, no addiction can hold you. No chain can bind you. You become unstoppable, not because you never feel temptation, but because you are stronger than it. You are free, and freedom is the destiny of the disciplined. So the question is no longer, can I break free? The question is, am I willing to become a warrior for my own life? The next 7 days can change everything. The discipline detox is not a challenge, it is a declaration that you refuse to be ruled by your cravings, and that from this day forward, you choose freedom. Remember this, discipline is not the enemy of pleasure. Discipline is the gateway to true pleasure, true freedom, and true life. And the moment you embrace it, you will never want to go back. If you made it all the way here, drop a mind emoji in the comments. I want to see how many of you have the discipline to finish what you start. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and keep improving day by day. Together we are unstoppable.